I knew this day would come. I knew the day would come where the vultures would start circling around our most talented young players. It's now January, and this could be the month we could end up losing both Carl Daly and Mark Goff, which makes me very, very sad. This on the screen right now is just one of many offers that we've received for Mark Goff. I was about to say this month, but it's only literally been 6 days of January. We did receive an offer originally from Hull City in the Championship, to which I went back to Mark and said, listen, we'll let you go if we receive £325,000 for you. Fair enough. I doubt any team is really going to be paying £325,000 for him. I mean, Sunderland are in the Premier League, and they're only willing to pay £135,000. At the moment, it's still only 6 days into January, but it's now saying he's worth £325,000, or that's the asking price. Originally, he's worth maybe £200,000 at most. If that's the case, then I would rather lose him for £325,000 than next to nothing, because the only offers that were coming in for him originally was £79,000. Now, saying that, if the offers do continue going up, if he gets close to £325,000, I will consider it. But it has put a dampener on what has been a very, very good season so far. And in fact, I'll also point out as well, we could lose Carl Daly this summer, this summer, but also this month, because no team is actually going in for him, despite the fact that there are teams that actually do want him. 2 Championship clubs and Tranmere, for some reason, who are also in League 2. Oh God, I didn't realise his acceleration's up to 16. He is improving massively. He is currently leading League 2 with potential. It was Premier League standard. It is now Championship potential again. So he's flitting back and forth between Premier League and Championship, but he is out of contract this summer. I've tried to renew it, but he will not accept the wage that we're offering him, which is a maximum of £550. He wants double that. And the reason we can't offer that? Because of this stupid FFP. Oh, flipping heck. So I'm trying to get rid of some players. Even though we got the wages, I'm trying to get rid of some more players. So the likes of George Akinirain. Trying to get rid of... where else is he? They're both in the under-18s. So Akinirain and Aweka, trying to get rid of them. I've offered them out. Pitts needs to go as well. Let's get him. Surplus to requirements. Transfer, he's already transfer listed. Let's just offer him out as well. I want him gone. He's on £2,000 a week and he's not even playing. Again, it's a downer on what has been a very, very good season, because we are not only into the 3rd round of the FA Cup, and we're playing Sunderland, ironically, the team who's just made a bid for Goff. But in the league, we have been slamming out as many wins as possible, except against Notts County, who are chasing us down in League 2 now. In fact, they're the ones actually in 2nd place. They're 2 points behind us, although we have a game in hand. Our last league game got called off because of waterlogged pitch. But 68 points after 29 games. We're looking good for potentially getting promoted for the second... Well, it'd be the 2nd season in a row, so back-to-back, because we had 2 seasons in the National League. But for the moment, we do have a FA Cup match to distract us. It is against Sunderland, but it's at home, which is a bit of a problem. It's not the big money that we would have got at the Stadium of Light. So it's going to be Williamson in goal, who's back from injury. A back 4 of Smith, Shepherd, Doherty and Banks, with O'Brien, Whitmarsh also back from injury, and Bowman in midfield. Brown, Williams and Richards across the attack in midfield. Williams is in for Palmer, who's literally just come back from injury himself. Carl Daly is there. I want to start Daly, but I can't ignore the form that Aro, who is starting up front, by the way, as our striker, he has just been hammering in goals this season. I have to go with what works. I have to go with the players who are the most in form. It's a tricky one. It is really a tricky one. Carl Daly's on the bench again, but I want him to actually have more of a prominent role. I'm sure he'll get that eventually, because, Aro can just be moved around into left wing, right wing as well. We'll have to see how it goes. So if Aro just keeps banging in the goals, then I'm absolutely fine with it either way. But it'd be a shame to lose Carl Daly. In fact, it'd be more than a shame. It would be gutting to lose one of our youth players. A youth player who has got Championship potential as well, possibly even Premier League potential. I don't know what else to do. Unfortunately, I can't offer him a new contract unless we get rid of some players. I tried to mutually terminate Iweka's contract. He's not having it because of the reduced compensation package. What do you want us to do? We have no money. Seriously, we have no money. I didn't show the fine. Well, I did show it, but I didn't point out. We're about, 700,000 in debt now? The debt's just getting worse. And we're playing at home against Sunderland. We've got a missed opportunity here. Unless we can get to the fourth round, but I have not exactly banking on that. We're playing a Premier League team, for goodness sake. I mean, even at their worst, Sunderland are still a good Championship team, so it's not as if I'm expecting us to win here. And Vo should have put us 1-0 up there. It was not even for a corner either. It was just a missed opportunity. It definitely wasn't on target. But the only way really to make any serious money out of this is hopefully us going through to the fourth round, and that's not looking very likely. How many people have shown up? It doesn't actually show here. We're going to have to wait till between the highlights to see. We can only hold a maximum of 7,500 people. I don't think we've actually got that. And Sunderland just scored after 25 minutes, granted. But it's looking like a full house, actually. If it's anything less than 7,000, just based on what I'm seeing here, I will be very disappointed. Because we need the townspeople to show up. We're 700,000 in debt. We're probably going to lose our best players. That's a deflection. We're probably going to lose 2 of our best players. Or best young players, sorry. It's... As far as their game time goes, Carl Daly, he's getting matches, but mostly off the bench. Meanwhile, Goff has barely played. But then look at our midfield. O'Brien, Whitmarsh, Bauman, Morgan Williams, even Howard have performed better than him this season. Now, granted, Goff has not started any games this season so far. Not in the league, anyway. But even when he does play, he just hasn't shown as much. Maybe that's because of the lack of consistency. Why is Lewis Banks starting, by the way? I've only just seen that. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, no. Freeman's not even... He's not even on the bench. Oh, I didn't even check the starting lineup properly. My head has been so distracted by all the transfer nonsense that's going on, or lack thereof, for us getting rid of players. I'm going to be spending all of January doing that, because until we get rid of players, then I can't actually sign any new ones, and I can't tie down Carl Daly to a new contract. If we lose Goff and I'm able to give Carl Daly a new contract, worth it. Absolutely worth it. I will totally take that 100%. What I will also take here is a goal, because it's 64 minutes gone. We have a corner. Smith plays it in. It is cleared, only as far as Bauman. Plays it in. Banks has gone so far forward. Can his old man legs keep up? Smith in the area. Oh, it's just been turned around for a corner. Been saved by the keeper, but unfortunately, nothing comes of it. Freeman's not on the bench, as already mentioned. And Bauman, he's not having a great game. Neither's Doherty. I think Doherty, by the way, he's only 2.5 stars of accountability, 3 stars of potential. He's maxed out as far as he's going. So we could even let him go in the summer. Hughes is going to be coming on though. Goff. Do you know what? We may as well just see what he can do. Whitmarsh is having a terrible game. So we may as well just put Goff on and just see what he can do. Palmer can go on for Bauman, and he can swap with Williams. Williams drops back into central midfield. Palmer in his preferred role. Brown and Evo, they're both having terrible games. So I'll tell you what, Brown is going to go off. Evo to left wing. And Carl Daly can go on up front. And do you know what? Lavinier is going to go on for Banks. He can swap over with Smith. Smith goes to right back. Ringing the changes here. Just seeing what could possibly work. But I'm not exactly hopeful again, as Palmer does very well to come back and just block a pass or shots, whatever one you want to call it. We are going to go positive. You know what? We may as well have a look. Oh, never mind. I was going to say the ball hit the bar and it's about to be cleared, but nope, it wasn't even cleared. Come on, boys. It would be nice to see us have another highlight. For us this time, preferably. I mean, we've had 6 shots on target. Oh, hello. It's a corner. Smith to take the corner from the right-hand side. It's an awful corner. Oh my god, and we've been caught on the counter here. We've got players back, but that doesn't mean we're going to win the ball back. I mean, FM26, it's not that players know how to tackle. Oh my god, that's hit the post. It hasn't been cleared very far though. Sunderland have it back in our third, into our penalty area. Yeah, just yeah, they're just passing the ball around very easily. It is that Premier League quality, unfortunately. And I don't think we have any more changes, do we? No, we don't. We have 0 changes. I made them all before the 70-minute mark, or roughly around then. But yeah, we didn't expect to go through to the 4th round. I just wish we'd had it as an away match instead. The money would have been so good. And there's Richards, who unfortunately can't get to that. Also, we do have a match in midweek in the league as well, so I don't know if I'm going to be showing that. I'll just try and play through as much of January as possible, and there is a row. It is just a consolation with just a minute and a half to go, unless some miracle happens. But that makes the scoreline more respectable, actually. 2-1. You know what? We're a League 2 team losing to a Premier League team 2-1. That is not bad. That is not too bad. And we do bow out of the FA Cup. I don't know how much money we're going to make off of this, so let's just go and have a quick look. The prize money is pitiful, by the way, for the 3rd round. Only 3.24k. Like, seriously, the FA, you couldn't give us a little bit more. Disgusting. Right, let's just have a look at the finances before I move on and see what else I can do with the rest of January. And we've got more offers for Goff. Pathetic. £687,000 in debt. We are totally screwed. Hey, up, we've got offers for Kinnerane. We have offers. Do you know what? Accept all of them. Hold on. Why can't I accept? They're all interested. Okay, so let me accept. Alright, there we go. I don't care if we don't get any money. I just want his wages off. I mean, his wages are not even that much, 460. But if we can use that for Carl Daly, I'll be very, very happy. Goff, 165,000. The offers are creeping up. But we're going to say no. We're going to see what we can get for him. If he's going to go, I'm going to make sure that we make some money off of him. So we'll come back towards the end of January. Hopefully, I will have an update regarding transfers out and hopefully a new Carl Daly contract on the table. Well, we have confirmation of Goff, who is about to leave. He is heading for, I believe it's Premier League Birmingham. Yes, it is. Premier League, Birmingham City, who will pay £275,000. It was a bidding war between like 6 clubs, all the way from like 185,000 all the way up to £275,000. But Mark Goff will be going to a Premier League side, and that is not bad for a youth player, or a former youth player here at Kings Lynn Town. Yes, he should have played more games. I hold my hands up to that. But the fact is, he just didn't impose himself in midfield enough. So, a player who, from our youth ranks, is going to cost Birmingham £275,000. That is an excellent deal. League 2 player currently, potentially Championship standards. The money will come in handy. So we wish Mark Goff all the best. Who knows, we might see him up the road. He might become an excellent player. Maybe a bottom half Premier League player at most. But what that does mean is the focus now goes on to Carl Daly. And there is some good news regarding that. He's been given a new contract. Well, sorry. He has been offered a new contract. We've finally agreed one with him. He just got to sign it now. And hopefully he does sign it before I come back to you for the next match, which I think is going to be at the end of January. He is currently a leading League 2 player, potentially Premier League standard. There we go. Now he's upgraded. But he has now got 4 goals and 2 assists in 24 league games. He's only started 7 of them, but he has started the last 2 games. And they've been some very important games, actually, the last 2 ones, because they've been very close. 2-1 win against Gillingham and a 4-3 win against Bromley, who have massively improved since that 10-0 smacking we gave them earlier in the season. But what we're going to do now, we are going to come back for the Walsall match. And just to keep you updated as well on other transfers that we've made this month, it's all been players going out. We've brought no one in yet. Josh Pitts has gone out on loan. Kinnerane has left to go to Jurassud Football, who play in France. Must be in the lower league, way down in the lower leagues. And Don Roy Bertie. Actually, I forgot to tell you about Don Roy Bertie. He went on loan back in November because he got very upset about not playing regularly. So I just let him go out, and I completely regret it because he's had such a good time at Southend in the National League. I mean, 2 goals and an assist in 7 league starts. I may bring him back, but we've got enough wingers for the moment. But if John Hammer, who came in September, and he's unhappy about not getting enough playing time, if he continues to throw a sulk, I might bring him back before the end of the month. But we'll see what happens. We'll come back for that Walsall match, who are currently sitting in the playoff places. And speaking of the league table, we're currently 6 points clear with a game in hand as well. So looking good so far. Let's see where we are come the Walsall match. Of course, we play a game in hand and we ended up losing to Tranmere 2-1, which standard stuff with FM. But it does mean that, yes, we're still sitting top of League 2, but we now know we're only 6 points clear at the top of the league, and it now makes this next match against Walsall, who are sitting in 5th, that little bit more important. But also on top of that, we are now operating on a skeleton squad after looking good for like most of the first half of the season. Worcester, yes, he is still in goal, but we now have Hewitson as our backup keeper because Woody Williamson was only on a short-term loan. I completely forgot that was even a thing. The same for Theo Howard. He went back to Stoke as after his loan has finished. So now we literally just have 18 players for this match because Heskey and Smith are both suspended. Williams is injured, albeit for 1 to 6 days, but Carl Daly, yeah, he's out for 2 to 3 months. Naturally, he signed his new contract and got injured. Absolutely annoying, but one that I should have seen coming. Although saying that, we managed to get him on a £550 a week contract, a bunch of bonuses and clauses to go with it. But I suppose he won't be earning any of these for a little while, so he's on his base wages, which I can't really complain too much about because the finances are dire. I mean, wait, what? Where did oh yes, of course, the Mark Goff money, of course, 275,000. I mean, I could adjust this to wages, but we can't even spend it because we can't bring anyone in. We're under a transfer embargo still. We can bring in players on a maximum wage of 10,000 a week, but I can't even offer that. I can't even offer £1,000 a week. So little point. I might just move it into scouting and see who we can actually get on like the cheap, any free agents. But just look how good Carl Daly looks. I mean, he's going to be a miss for the rest of the season because he's more or less out until April. So there are no actual changes. Oh, actually, there are a few changes. I take that back. Lavinier, who is leaving on a free, by the way, at the end of the season. He's agreed a transfer deal with Salgueiros at the end of the season. He's in at left back. Shepherd Phillips is in after his return from injury. And Freeman on the right-hand side of defence. O'Brien and Bauman in midfield. In fact, where is... Oh, right. Williams is injured. Duh. Brown is in at left wing, Palmer attacking midfield, Richards right wing, Iro goes back as the sole striker. Carl Daly is going to be a very big miss. That's the problem. He's not playing particularly well, but he's getting that consistency in. And especially with his new contract, that's kind of what I want him to have now, a bit of consistency. Pressure's all on them. Go and cause an upset. You know what? Let's go and use that. We haven't used that so far this season. But we are playing... Oh, we're away at Walsall. Kind of hoping that we were at home, but it is where it is. Oh my god, we were through there and apparently nothing came of it because no highlight whatsoever off the back of that. We're coming towards the end of January. I think it's time to take stock of the situation we find ourselves in. Top of the league, but we've got about 21 players available. I will be bringing Don Roy Bertie back from his loan spell. And that will bring us up to 22. I'm going to have to look for some free loans as well before the transfer window closes because we're going to need some reinforcements. Oh, that was blocked on the line. That was just unlucky. I think one of our players blocked that, which is annoying. But I'll see if we can get in any free loans or very cheap loans. Any very cheap free agents as well. Probably not English ones because they want too much money. I'm going to have to go international, I think. So I might have to up the scouting budget and just see if we can send our scouts out internationally if possible. Oh my god, that just rattled the inside of the post there for Walsall. As we're 10 minutes into the game, it is 0-0, but chances for both sides here. Brown on the left-hand side, Palmer. Highlight comes to nothing, but it has been back and forth to start so far in this match, which, depending which way you look at it, can work in our favour or against. Obviously, I'd like more chances for our side, but I just feel this squads are depleted. Oh, Palmer, why did you do that? That's a straight 3-match ban. Oh, you absolute fool. Our skeleton squad is now missing more bones. I can't get over that. We've got no more midfielders. Oh no, Goff is gone. Howard is left. Williams is suspended. Oh my god. This is looking brutal. I'm just going to have to go... Bauman's going to have to be a screening defensive midfielder. Screaming? I'm the one who's screaming. Richards. Can Richards go inside there? Technically he can. I mean... Oh gosh, we're just going to have to do that. Freeman's just going to be up and down that right-hand side. Oh, it feels like the wheels just fell off in this episode. Goodness me. And Walsall got through there, but luckily nothing comes to that. It's almost like they didn't expect to create a chance there. Right, Worcester, I've put him on short distribution, but absolutely nothing, naturally. It's only 18 minutes into the game, by the way. This could be a very long time. Oh my gosh, I hit the post. And then the ball swung back in. Worcester's going to have to perform the game of his life. Are we on key highlights here? Yes, we are. Goodness me. This is going to be a very long match. We've got no other midfielders. Williams would normally just go in attacking midfield or anything, but obviously not available if he's suspended. Oh, sorry, injured. I'm losing track of who's injured and who's suspended. We've had so many injuries this season so far. Brown with the shot there, and it does go wide. I'm a little bit scared of how the end of this season is actually going to go now. Who's off to the side there? Oh, is that Palmer? Right, that would make sense. I've got no words. That was the stupidest thing. Oh, hello. Richards has won the ball back somehow. And that is Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh with his sixth goal of the season. And I don't know what the defence were doing there. But that's just giving us some positive news. Oh, God. Richards just had the ball bounce off of him. Manages to pick out O'Brien Whitmarsh in a very crowded penalty area. Who manages to slot the ball far corner. And it is 1-0 after 31 minutes. How long that lasts? Who knows? Because we're straight into another highlight here. Walsall with the ball. And they are through here. Oh my God, Worcester. I thought you came out too far, but... Oh my gosh. Yeah. This defence might have to just move the defence back just a little bit. We're going to slow down the pace. In fact, we're going to go to balanced. Out of possession, step up more now, go to balanced. What? Proceed with tactical changes after this goal. Thankfully, there was no other goal there. Oh my goodness. It feels chaotic at the moment. It truly does feel chaotic at the moment. But out of possession, the defence won't step up as much because Walsall are just getting in behind us. But we're going to need the midfield to help out, and there's only two of them. There's no longer three. Well, there's three of them now. Richards obviously coming in inside. Somehow we're 1-0 up at half time. I have no idea how. How are the match stats looking? You know what? I'm not going to say a word. If you can see it on the screen, you can see it. I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to say anything. Also do have a corner though. We need to defend this for our lives. And Shepherd, he's trying. Bless him. Oh my God, Worcester. Don't drop it, please. Don't drop the ball, especially on the goal line. He does play it out to Lavinier, who does a poor pass of his own. Thankfully, nothing comes of that. And in fact, you know what? Slow it down. When you do get the ball, just slow it down. Waste some time. I know we've got 20 minutes, but oh my gosh. Right, in fact, speaking of which, we have 20 minutes and need to make some substitutions. But Walsall have a corner. Oh my God, it's been blocked. We are defending for our lives at the back. Oh my goodness, this should have just been a one match episode realistically. Because if this ends up going half an hour, you know why. It's purely because of this match. I could just chop out so much of it though and just allow it. Just go to the end and say, yeah, we won. Palmer, you're an idiot. Hammer, you're gonna go on for Brown. You've been wanting match time. Well, now's your chance, Sunshine. Go and show me what you can do. And I mean, Freeman has not had a great game, but I would rather him at right back than Banks. Oh my God, why are we playing the ball across our own defence there. There was John Hammer, who, bless him, he was up against two of them. He wasn't going to do anything there. Walsall just playing it around our defence at the moment. It's the one thing I don't like about this match engine. Doesn't really show tackles very often. Or good ones, Rooster. Editor Craig, can you just skip right to the end? Not blaming him if he doesn't have the greatest of performances. As Walsall, they just come again here. Boys, get back in numbers. Shepherd. Oh my god, Shepherd and Wooster right now. Oh my god, it took a wonder effort. Oh, there's nothing we could have done about that. In all fairness, you can't account for that. Nah, you can't account for that. The irony has been we were on balance for the last few games. I forgot to change it after the Sunderland match, but... Oh well, Freeman is now tired. Banks is going to have to come on. Doherty is going to come on for... Actually, no, he's not. No, he won't. He's not going to come on for this one. Carbon is going to go on for... Actually, no, he isn't. Who else have we actually got? And we don't even have... Where's Heskey? Heskey's injured or suspended. So... Oh dear, right, Carbon, you can only go on for Hammer, who's literally just come on. You know what? What's the point? Palmer getting sent off so early was a spanner in the works. And we've got a highlight here in the 90th minute. Whoa. Hammer, take your time, boys. Just take your time. Ball played over, and I don't know how we managed to keep it there. Oh, never mind. It's not looking good now. Walsall are probably going to go on and win this, aren't they? Oh my god, thank goodness. They can't actually head on target either. Right, just waste the time. No, not the 92nd minute highlight. Oh, referee, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this? I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I am not looking. The defensive line was standard? I thought it was on lower. Oh my god, we've been playing with a standard line this whole time. Oh, that's an absolute gut wrench. I feel sick of that. Palmer absolutely annoys me. I don't want to watch this again. Palmer sickens me with what he did in this match. What a stupid boy. Absolutely stupid boy. And he's now out for 3 matches. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Right, next episode. I have no idea when it's going to be. Hopefully it will be with some new loan signings because we can't bring anyone in. I hope he gets fined for that. In fact, he will get fined. But that sickens me. That's the first time this season we've actually lost 2 straight games. We'll be back some point towards the end of the season. Whether Palmer's in the squad, who knows, because I'm annoyed with him. Before I go, this is the league table, so we're 3 points clear. Not all bad at the moment, but it feels like the wheels are falling off a little bit. If you have somehow enjoyed this episode, it feels like the most stressful episode I've had in charge of Kings Lynn Town so far. Make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the following episodes coming up, especially with the end of the season coming up as well. Thank you all so much for watching, thank you for your support on the series so far, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.